All right, thank you, Dave. It's always a great time when our resident world adventurer Brian Keating stops by Breakfast Television. This time he's using, this is too cool, an underwater GoPro camera capturing some amazing video from the Galapagos Islands. I'm drooling.
It was a fabulous trip. It was just last month, too. So awesome. This is video that was just shot. Let's go straight to the video and I'll show you what this experience was all about. That's a mockingbird. This is an El Nino year. And the landscape is bursting with life. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
That's a frigate bird, and it's a male, obviously. It's puffed up its throat pouch, and it's trying to attract a female. There was lots of life in the forest. This is a yellow warbler, and the famous Darwin finch. There's 13 species. That's a large-billed finch. But look what's going on here, Ted. This is remarkable. That is a woodpecker finch, and it's using a stick, and it fashioned that stick to make it the right size to probe a grub out of a hole. So here's a sparrow-sized bird that has developed this behavior that has allowed this bird to survive in this harsh climate. Now, also on the land are oceanic birds like this. This is the world's only nocturnal gull. It's called a swallowtail gull. And there's even flamingos.
Pretty.
Thousands of years ago, they blew over from the Caribbean. And of course, the Galapagos, if you're into boobies, Ted, this is the place to go. This is the blue-footed booby, and they're showing off their blue feet. That's a male and a female, and they're doing what's called sky pointing right here, which is an elaborate courtship display where they move their feet up and down. And Ted, look at how we're going to start off the morning today. Yes, you're going to watch a little bit of copulation to start off our breakfast. I thought it was important to start the show off with a bit of a bang, so to speak, and here we are. That's how baby Galapagos are made.
Okay.
And these are iguanas, the marine iguanas that go out into the ocean to feed on seaweed. And that makes that marine iguana unique. And of course, any trip to the Galapagos, in addition to all the land stuff we do, we snorkel. And that was a parrotfish. And this, look at this, that's a sea urchin being chased around by a damselfish. So the damselfish protects its little field of moss from being eaten, and it has to get rid of that urchin. This is a hieroglyphic hawkfish, and this is a burrfish. It's a type of puffer. Lots of different species.
Whoa.
I've got the video camera on a stick underneath, and my buddies swam over top of those surgeonfish. And then, of course, almost on every snorkel we went on, and we were in the water every day, we had sea lions coming over to us. This is the Galapagos sea lion, and they love to swim around loop-de-loops, showing off how good they are.
Are they very playful?
Very playful, especially the youngsters. And there's some of the elaborate fish there. This is an endemic. It's called a salima in huge numbers. And of course, there's lots of birds that feed on that, including these pelicans and penguins. Yeah, penguins. This is the only species of penguin found this far north. It's the Galapagos penguin. There's only about 2,000 individuals, so they're exceptionally rare. Also in the water are sea turtles and rays. This is one of my all-time favorite rays. It's the spotted eagle ray. I found this one in shallower water.
So peaceful to watch them, eh?
They are so beautiful, and they're big. That's about a meter wingspan there. And there's my buddy giving me the thumbs up because sharks. Galapagos is famous for its sharks. And this is a white-tip reef shark. And remember, Ted, you know, it's very rare when anything negative happens with sharks.
Yeah.
There's a hammerhead shark, which was a very good sighting because they're usually at depth. And then the highlight, and I'm going to finish the video off with this, a whole flock of golden rays. These are called cow-nose rays, and there was something nuptial going on there. There was obviously some sort of breeding behavior. They were swimming around us in this big, elaborate...
Big courtship type thing, right?
It was spectacular.
And they're called a flock?
Well, I call them a flock.
Oh, you do? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was
because they look like birds.
Yeah, they do. They look like they fly underwater, right?
But technically, it's a school because they are a fish.
Sure, okay. So that trip was pretty cool. What do you got else that's coming up here?
Well, since I was talking about a ship trip here, I thought I would continue on that theme. And I have 3 more options for next year.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the Galapagos on a catamaran, so a very, very, very good quality boat, good stability. And we're doing another trip through the Galapagos for 8 days. So that's next April. Next March, I'm going further south, down into the Antarctic on a specialized mammal expedition. So we're going to be looking for big whales and seals and sea lions. Of course, there'll be penguins, as there always is in the Antarctic. But that's a time period that I've wanted to go down to the Antarctic for a long time. So
Okay.
I've got that planned. And then next January, I've got a trip. It's a National Geographic ship that we're using in the Baja, which is that little strip of ocean between the Baja Peninsula and Mexico. It's technically in Mexico. And there we're going to experience some of the remarkable natural history of that. And all of those links are on your website, or you can go straight to the Civilized Adventures website, or give the ladies at the office a call and they'll fill you in.
I wonder how many frequent flyer miles you have. I really do. I really do. Thank you for coming by, Brian. Brian Keating, always great to see you here on Breakfast Television. Thanks for showing off your adventures. We're gonna